Hey folks, so this week's video is one from the archives. It was a challenge I took upon myself about 1.5 years ago to build and paint a complete 2,000 point Necron army in a day. And this is one of those videos that I love to watch on YouTube where, someone will attempt to do some kind of epic task in the hobby, and a lot of the challenges like this that I'd seen in the past, it felt to me like there was a little bit of a fudge factor there. The models were already assembled, they were already primed, and I really wanted to do something that was complete end to end, all in one go. And so I tried it, and this is what came out of that. You will see my slow descent into madness as I power through this. It's one of my favorite videos, and I hope you enjoy it too. So here we go. I'm going a little guerrilla style. I'm just about to kick off this whole Necron army mental plan that I have had for a while. I just sort of wanted to capture the whole scene before I get started. So with that, let me show you what we are looking at. So this was an Indomitus box. I picked up 2 copies of this when it was on pre-order, kept the Necron halves and traded the Space Marine halves with buddies. This is since had a bunch of other stuff added to it. I surreptitiously discarded the packaging on all the extra crap I bought and just hid it in the one box so the missus wouldn't notice that I'd got so much extra. Got our rules, bases, everything is ready to go. I've got my little building station. This dude here you can see is kind of my template model. This was done from the kind of the freebie that you got with White Dwarf, I think it was, a while back. Not White Dwarf, Adepticon. It was sent out by the Adepticon crew. So I kind of used that as my test model, what I'm shooting for. It's actually not even complete. I kind of wanted to experiment on the fly with a lot of this stuff. So yeah, that is where we're at. I'm sure we're going to be seeing some frustrations and some challenges as we go. I'm going to just get started with the sprue clipping and kind of complete batches, get them primed up as I work on other batches, and we'll take it from there. I'll do another check-in in a few hours, probably around lunchtime, and see how we're doing. But let's get to it. Alright folks. folks. Okay, so we are just shy of three 3 hours into this, and I have done 1, 2, 3, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15 of some 67 models. So this is going to be a while. It's gone reasonably well. I'm going to take these slot out and prime them whilst I get cracking on the next batch of models. I think I'll probably crack the big ones, one Murder Croissant and two Ghost Arcs. So those are going to require a little bit of brain power. I am already flagging a little bit energetically here. But I'm going to quickly step outside, do some priming, and then come back in and get back at it. Alright. Alrighty, well, I'm back again. Just a few minutes later, I've done the first prime of the things. Cute dog. I've done the first prime on the first side of that first batch of models. Time for Murder Croissants. So, here we go. Hey folks, so doing the guerrilla style cam again. Yeah, this has been substantially more brutal than I was expecting. Particularly the kind of the assembly piece. I normally think I'm capable of turning around assembly pretty fast. This has taken a lot longer than I had expected. It's gone 5 p.m. now, so it's been 8 hours of assembly, and I still haven't started on the Warriors. So that's kind of tough. The real challenge I'm going to have is, because I've been priming these in batches, and obviously some of it's not even assembled yet. I've run out of daylight outside. It's a bit more guerrilla videography going on now. As you can tell from me stumbling over words, I'm pretty damn tired at this point. I am done with the assembly. Got a load of stuff primed up already, ready to go. I was kind of doing that in between batches of priming. Now gearing up to airbrush, and basically I'm probably going to cut out a few of my intended stages for the airbrushing stage. So I'll kind of be shortcutting that a little bit. We'll see how much I cut out in the end. I'm starting off with some of the hero models so I can kind of experiment with them to a slightly higher level and see how that goes, and then cut it short if I need. So let's get to it. So it is now almost 28 hours since I started this project, and I am beyond exhausted. I am just dead on my feet. I've gotten a decent chunk of the way through. The bases are started, there are two colours on. I think you could argue that this could be fielded, ghost arcs aside, because they're not assembled, but for the rest of it, I think you could argue that it's just about there for the 3-colour minimum. And I think I'm going to call it here. I will be doing more work on these. I'll probably be doing it over the next week. I'm just going to kind of crank away at them a bit at a time, because I do very much want to finish this army, but the realization that I've had is that whilst this is kind of a cool subject for videos, I don't want it to be at the expense of the finish of this army, or really my enjoyment of this army. And I think the thing that really did it for me was realizing that this, the Doom Scythe, which, as I mentioned in my previous video, was kind of like the highlight of the army for me. The finish on that was rushed for the orange, and I'm really not happy with it. And I'm going to have to try and fix that up. And I don't want to stumble into more mistakes, ruin more models, or ruin the paintwork at least of more models, just out of trying to complete this. I'm really glad I've tried this. I am really tired, but I'm really glad I tried this. It's significantly harder than I'd anticipated it being. I think a lot of it is born of that frustration of just how long it took to assemble the models. The ghost arcs in particular just were made of a lot of pieces. I did, in fact, manage to finish off the army in this week. Obviously, not really what we'd hoped to achieve here, but it is absolutely what I was really looking forward to doing and seeing. I think they came out really well, so I guess I should probably show them to you, right? So here we go. Alright, so we've got all of it right here. As you can see, I mean, obviously the really big difference at this point is the green. This whole process actually didn't take all that long. I think I spent probably about maybe 8 hours on it, if I'm being generous. Probably quite a bit less than that. I used several techniques. The bases got a little bit of extra attention from what the previous stage showed at the end of the marathon, but really all that was a dry brush and then a black base rim. The vast majority of the green was airbrushed on, so that took very little time, although it did require a little bit more accuracy than I was able to manage by that point in the marathon, so I'm glad I waited for that. I've done a few little bits of edge highlighting on blades and such, but for the most part, a lot of it is airbrushed, a lot of it is very quickly glazed. So yeah, that's kind of what it's looking like now. And as far as I'm concerned, it's pretty well done. I boxed it all up before I pulled it back out to shoot this video quickly, but I'm pretty happy with how they've turned out. Yeah, this has been a hell of a challenge. a huge shout out to Midwinter Minis and Miniac for really making me think to do this. Ninjon as well. I honestly thought it was going to be kind of trivially easy. I thought, you guys are cheating so much, having already assembled and primed your models before you even get started. I'm going to show you how to really do it. Well, that didn't quite work out, but still, I think it does show that, you know, you can paint up an army really quickly. I mean, this whole army was painted up in, like, I guess 36 hours. 12 hours of that was assembly. 6 hours of that was waiting for the primer to dry. So, like, 12 hours assembly, 18 hours painting, 2,000 points, 100 power level. It's really doable. If you feel crazy, give it a go. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed that. It was memorable. I did, within a week, have a fully painted 2,000 point Necron army that I'm pretty pleased with. It's functional, serviceable. Were there some things I would have done different? Yeah, sure. And you know what? Maybe you can convince me to give this another go. If you would like to see something like this, if you'd like to maybe help define some of the rules that I use for another attempt at this, please do let me know. Put something in the comments below. Tell me what you'd like me to do. You want me to try a more challenging army, maybe something like Orcs or Imperial Guard, where there's lots of troops and it's a harder paint scheme. Or maybe you just want me to kind of put more detail into the techniques I used for this army. Whatever it might be, let me know. I am really interested to know what my viewers like most about my videos, so please do tell me. Please do consider liking this video, maybe even subscribing to the channel. Those things are really helpful to me. And remember, you can find out more of the stuff that I'm working on right now on my Instagram account at Raggy Paints. I also have a blog that you can check out, link to that in the description below. And if you are interested in buying some resin bases, check out the affiliate link I have for Elric Hobbies. That is 10% off your entire order there. And please, please, please do help out my buddy Sky. He has a family-owned store that is in Boulder Creek, California, and it does online retail as well. He's a really nice guy, and if you want to try it out, you can get $10 off your first purchase using the affiliate link below there. So that is Herrick's Games and Hobbies. Really nice guy, great customer service, absolutely worth checking out. But for now, as always, thank you for watching, and later days.